Good day, viewers. You're joining back with the Aero Technicians YouTube channel. Today, I'm gonna explain you what is towing of an aircraft. So, without further ado, let's get to it. So, what is towing? Let's start with the definition. Towing is the process of movement of the aircraft on ground from one point to another. So, by use of a tow truck and a tow bar or other. So, this is towing. As easy as it might sound, it's not an easy process. There are a lot of safety protocols involved in this. So our highest priority should be on these safety precautions. Let's have a look at the main safety precautions that we need to know. The first thing is the main landing gear and the nose landing gear pins are in place. Otherwise, during the towing process, if these pins are not there, the landing gears might collapse. So the next thing is the brake pressure. The usual brake pressure should be 3000 psi, and on aircraft like Q400s, you got a handle and pump. You can just pressurize the brake pressure. So, but for the towing process, 1000 psi would be enough. And the next thing is there should be minimum of 5 personnel, 2 wingmen, one at each wingtip, and 1 tailman, and the tow truck driver, and also there's a man on brakes. So the purpose or the use of the man on brakes is just to make sure that the brakes are off or on, or during an emergency, if the shear pin just breaks and the tow bar disconnects from the aircraft, he should be able to break the aircraft. So this should be an authorized personnel. And the next one is the tow truck driver. He's well trained with a license to become a tow truck driver, so he maneuvers the aircraft on ground. And the purpose of the 2 wingmen is to signal the tow truck driver if there's any incoming barrier in front of us. He signals the tow truck driver to stop or to move the aircraft in another direction. And there's a tailman watching over the tail. And really important, we should always make sure that we are in the vicinity of the tow truck driver, because if he can't see us, he doesn't know what's going on. So always what we usual practice is we do the thumbs up and raise our hand to the air, so he sees us all the time. And there can be some who uses horns, these pneumatic horns, to just make sure that he's having the attention, the tow truck driver. And the most important thing is the red lines on the nose landing gear. Those are the maximum tow angles where we shouldn't go over the lines. If we do, it will damage the steering system as well as the nose landing gear. So let's go into how the towing process is done. So the towing process, usually it is done, the tow lug is connected to the aircraft nose landing gear, lock in place. So as you can see in the videos now, it's getting locked. So a little wiggle would make the aircraft we can make sure the locks are in, or we can just feel the locks and see. And then the next one is we connect the tow bar to the tow truck, and after connecting the tow bar to the tow truck, we take the chocks off. Why? Now the aircraft is held by the tow truck. Okay, after the chocks are off, usually up until this point there can be brakes on or brakes off. When the chocks are off, we can signal the brakes guy. Okay, the tow bar is now connected to the tow truck and aircraft. You can release the brake. Then we go to our positions where the 2 wingmen and tailmen and brake guy is always there, and we carry out the towing process. This is done at a walking pace, because the towing should done at a slower pace, because every single time the wingman and the tailman should be with the wings and the tail. So it is usually carried out at a walking pace. And the next thing is, as I said, pneumatic horns are there. If you see something coming up, barrier, we can just pop in the pneumatic horn, so the driver knows what to do next. or as intercoms are really useful to carry out a smooth towing process. And after towing process is done, the last thing, you put the chocks back on, you remove the tow bar from the tow truck. Tell the guy before removing the tow bar from the tow truck, make sure you tell the guy on the brakes to put the brakes on, and then you remove it from the tow truck. So this is basically the process of towing. So I think I've covered everything, every necessary detail. So this might be useful if you're planning to do your module 7. This might come out as an essay. So I hope this might be useful. But if you have any further questions, please drop them down in the comment section below. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share my video with your friends so we can share the knowledge. So until next week, keep fixing.